It's Tuesday morning, we're out here in the shop and we just got a ticket to make some handrails / panels for a mezzanine here in a warehouse in Springfield. We just got our paper here. We've got 8 panels to make, and then we're also going to be making a couple panels with a larger diameter hinge side so that we can create a gate. We just completed one of the panels that we're going to be making for this job. This is an example of what it's going to look like. It's basically 4 foot tall, about 5 foot wide, and then it has a couple of 4-inch steel plates on the bottom which will be anchoring to the floor. Once we make several of these, we'll be anchoring them down and then using some sort of a clamp, probably an 1.5 inch panel clamp, to clamp them together to give them more stability.
So like Matt said, all these panels are going up on the mezzanine. That's basically just a balcony, and then we'll be lining them up on the edge, kind of as a safety rail essentially. And then there'll be a nice gate in the middle. That way the customer can put anything up there they need without having to worry about going up the stairs or whatever. They can just use a lift and slide a pallet right off. Now, before we show you the install process on the panels, we're gonna jump over to Wireworks, where we were trying to figure out how to use the machine now that the trainer was gone.
It's a week after training. The trainer has left to go train other people on how to use these machines. We're all on our own, but Bryce thinks he's got this thing figured out, and I've got all the confidence in the world. Now we're here making more chain link because we have a job coming up next week that needs 7-foot 9-gauge. Kind of an odd requirement, but it is what it is. So we're gonna switch from 6-foot 9-gauge to 7-foot 9-gauge. And then we've got a retail order for a pallet, 9 rolls of 4-foot 9-gauge. So we're gonna get started.
One's like getting rolled over and it's long. I'm pretty sure that's the wing.
Okay.
It's not exactly the same because like we'll open this up when it says it's at home and it'll be like that. So it's like as long as it's pretty close, it's all right.
It's always a learning curve, right? Especially with a machine like this where, I mean, as you guys are seeing, if you make one adjustment, you make a dozen adjustments because it's a cascading effect. One leads to the next, leads to the next. And this is the first day where we don't have Tony here to help guide us through it. So, you know, par for the course. We're right on schedule, I believe.
It was a long back and forth process. We'd adjust one thing, and that would mean we had to adjust something else to compensate for the other change that we had just made. And we went back and forth a long time for several hours, and we'd get it for a little bit, and then the machine would mess up or something. It was just a big pain.
Try to. Go ahead. Ready? Yeah. Okay.
Good job, Matt.
We're weaving wire, guys.
Yes.
Come on. We're weaving
All
wire.
our own.
No, yeah, it's short over here. The bottom one's short over here, and it's long down there. So it just needs to be rotated and wound around, right?
It could have been with the pressure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure with the tension pulling up. Because of how we got it rigged together, right?
So yesterday we had some trouble getting the machine to run the way we wanted, so we just called it for the evening, and now it is Wednesday. I'm heading back over there. Matt and Bryce are already there working on it. I think hopefully they might already have it running now. Turns out it wasn't actually anything we were doing wrong. We just thought it was. Like, anyway, that's a whole story. But I'm heading over there now, and they should be weaving wire. Sadly, they were not weaving wire. Okay, so right now this diamond keeps coming out every few times, so we're trying to fix that. How's it going, Bryce?
It sucks. Been messing with this problem for too long. I don't know how I want it.
Okay, so hopefully we got it working. We'll see. Matt's going again.
We'll go to manual. Knuckle. We want to twist this one.
Yeah. See what you got. go, baby. That's one cycle done. By the end of the second day, we weren't really much further than we were after the first day. It was just a lot of messing around, trial and error. We'd get it to work for a little bit, and then it would mess up, and we'd have to go back and fix it. It was really annoying. It wasn't fun. I don't think any of the guys would tell you that it was particularly enjoyable. So we called it a day after day 2, and then the plan was for Joe and Bryce to go over there back the next morning to see if they could finally get it working. And after a couple hours, Joe sent me this video.
All right, guys, so as you can hear, we got the machine up and running. When I say we did, I do mean Bryce got this thing up and running. Bryce, what was it, 4 days, 3 days, 4 days? But 3 days up and running. So, yeah, attaboy Bryce.
With the wire weave machine finally up and running, it was time to go install those panels that the guys had made earlier in the week. Eric, what are we doing today?
We're going to drill holes to set up some panels, I think. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't exactly know.
We're in the truck on our way to Ozark to set up the panels on the mezzanine, and we are almost there. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and then we'll go get the gate and see what it is.
How's it going, Eric?
Pretty good?
Yeah?
Yep.
And everything's set up. We're gonna have to adjust the panels a little bit, but we'll get there.
I think we'll line it up with the inside of the beam.
Okay,
So let's measure off the concrete.
where are we at there? 8.
Yeah,
Eight
I mean,
to this side of the,
Yeah,
this side
yeah.
of the plate.
Okay,
yeah, looks pretty good. Spot on.
so yeah.
That way we don't run any kind of risk of breaking out this concrete.
Right.
That would suck. What are we doing, Matt?
So we're getting ready to bring some tools inside. We got panels upstairs, and now we're going to be bringing our tools up. We're also going to go jump on this skyjack scissor lift thing and see if we can figure out how to drive it. Yeah.
Go team.
Go team. 1, 2, 3, go team.
Always get it eventually.
Now, can you get the throw up? That's the question.
Alright, my style.
8 inches. Half right here.
And then we're still 2 over here.
And then we're about 2.
Okay, so we'll just do another little bump here. Just a tiny bump.
Where are we going for?
We're getting there. We're on the 3rd one. Almost done with it. Going right along.
We have a few panels up already. What we're doing now is we're gonna measure from the back edge over to the back side of the plate. That way we're all pretty much in line. We also realize we don't want to be putting these wedge anchors in too close to the corner or really any cracks within there. We want to try to avoid that if at all possible. So we're moving right along, just kind of measuring them up as we go.
We're getting closer. We had to make a few small adjustments to those panels, but they're good now, and we're getting there.
Yes, sir. We be getting there, y'all.
From there, it was pretty much the same with the rest of the panels. We just lined them up, drilled the holes, bolted them down, and then they were good.
We're on the last panel, a little baby panel. Look at him, he's so cute, he's a little baby. We're good.
And that is just about a wrap. So we got all of it done. Eric's finishing up the last of the cutting off the bolts. We're gonna vacuum up all this dust and then we're good to go.
We just finished up out here. We got all of them put in. We had to do a little bit of tweaking here and there, adjusting some of the tension bands to line up so visually that it looked nice. We also had to level out a couple, but overall wasn't too bad, and I think it went pretty well. We're gonna leave this place better than we found it, and we're out of here.